Welcome back to Dominating Your Investments. I'm Dom Rinaldi, and I'm back with another episode on Nvidia. So you guys know this is my second largest holding. I'm so excited to talk about it. We had the 2022 GTC conference that just happened the week of March 22nd. We're gonna do a deep dive on all the different little segments of new products coming out. What does this mean for the market cap and the potential growth? And just how they're advancing technology so quickly in all different areas. And why I think this company could be one of the top 3 largest companies in the world in the next 10 years. And that means that they would have to surpass Microsoft, Apple, or Google to do that. And I think they can. So let's jump in, and we're going to look at their first part of their keynote here on some of the new technologies that AI is playing a part in and how Nvidia is powering these different industries. And actually, before we jump into that video, I wanted to make sure to give you the raw material on the financials before jumping into what they announced at GTC, just so you can see why I'm so bullish on this company, why it's my second largest holding, and some of the things that it's defying the odds when you look at how large this company is. So you can see the stock price is $267 right now. It's $678 billion market cap. So if we look down here, we can see that last quarter, they generated $7.64 billion in revenue, up almost 53% year over year. But with that, they generated $3 billion in net income. That is tremendous. And that was 106% year over year growth on net income. So this company is very profitable. They also pay a small little dividend. The diluted EPS was $1.18, up 103%. We can also see the net profit margin was 39%. This is not a hardware company anymore, and that's what we're going to show through these multiple videos. Hardware is a component of their overall revenues, but this is really an AI software company and a platform to adopt for enterprises. So you can see 34.9% on the net profit growth year over year. Operating income, very, very efficient. $2.97 billion and 93% year over year growth. Net change in cash was $702 million, and then cost of revenue was $2.64 billion. So you can see that they are very good about being efficient. They've been growing consistently. We look here at the last 4 different earnings reports that they've beat market expectations. So I just wanted to show you the financials really quickly on how a company is growing this fast, this large, and with these kind of profits, and is not stopping. So now we can jump in to the conference to see what's coming our way.
Doctors can now sequence the human DNA in a couple of hours and predict the 3D structure of the DNA from the amino acid sequence. Researchers can use computers to generate new drug candidates, and inside a computer, test the new drug against the target disease. AI is learning biology and chemistry, just as AI has learned images, sounds, and language.
Guys, that is so huge. We talk about how artificial intelligence has started, has over time learned images, learned sounds, but now we're talking about it actually being able to help discover new drugs, new biology, and really being able to drive the compute forward faster for more results in the healthcare industry. And they're going to talk more about this throughout the conference.
Once in the realm of computers, fields like drug discovery will undergo the same revolution we're witnessing in other areas impacted by AI. None of these capabilities were remotely possible a decade ago. Accelerated computing at data center scale and combined with machine learning has sped up computing by 1,000,000x. Accelerated computing has enabled revolutionary AI models like the Transformer and made self-supervised learning possible. AI has fundamentally changed what software can make and how you make software. Companies are processing, refining their data, making AI software, becoming intelligence manufacturers. Their data centers are becoming AI factories. The first wave of AI learned perception and inference like recognizing images, understanding speech, recommending a video, or an item to buy. The next wave of AI is robotics, AI planning actions. Digital robots, avatars, and physical robots will perceive, plan, and act.
Think about all the different industries that this is applicable to. Digital robots, avatars, and physical robots will perceive, plan, and act. Think about going through the drive-thru and being able to have an avatar serve up your food and having a physical robot hand it off to you through the drive-thru. Think about in manufacturing plants and speeding up and automating the process and efficiencies in a warehouse. There are so many different applications in what AI can play in our world, and you'll see here that Nvidia is powering this and really driving this forward to provide time to value for all different kinds of industries, all different kind of companies. And it's really exciting to see where things will be 5-10 years from now. And this is why it's trading at 74 or 70 PE, and people are saying it's overvalued when really it's just people are understanding the potential of what Nvidia will be driving in our ecosystem overall.
And just as AI frameworks like TensorFlow and PyTorch have become integral to AI software, Omniverse will be essential to making robotic software. Omniverse will enable the next wave of AI. We will talk about the next Million X and other dynamics shaping our industry this GTC. Over the past decade, NVIDIA accelerated computing delivered a Million X speed up in AI and started the modern AI revolution. Now AI will revolutionize all industries. The CUDA libraries, the NVIDIA SDKs, are at the heart of accelerated computing. With each new SDK, new science, new applications, and new industries can tap into the power of NVIDIA computing.
So for those of you who don't work in the software industry, or maybe just getting out there and this is your first investing video you've watched, and maybe not technical, I know there's a lot of acronyms in the technology world, so I'll try to make sure to talk to some of these. So SDK is a software development kit. And so this allows developers to create new applications, new use cases of software to drive applications and drive outcomes for businesses. And so NVIDIA computing, not only the hardware of the computing that's pushing all of this capability, but also the software and the software development kits that they're providing these developers are allowing to push things forward in innovation.
These SDKs tackle the immense complexity at the intersection of computing, algorithms, and science. The compound effect of NVIDIA's full-stack approach resulted in a Million X speedup. Today, NVIDIA accelerates millions of developers and tens of thousands of companies and startups. GTC is for all of you. It is always inspiring to see leading computer scientists, AI researchers, roboticists, and autonomous vehicle designers present their work at GTC. We can see AI and accelerated computing's expanding reach and impact from the new attendees and talks. This year, we see Best Buy, Home Depot, Walmart, Kroger, and Lowe's working with AI.
These are normal retail chain stores leveraging the power of AI. And then we see in this next slide, we're going to see LinkedIn, Snap, Salesforce, DoorDash, etc. So you're seeing that it's applicable to all different kinds of industries. It's all about time to value. It's about being able to innovate and drive your business outcomes for your business, for your customers, faster and more efficient. And that's what they're powering.
LinkedIn, Snap, Salesforce, DoorDash, Pinterest, ServiceNow, American Express, and Visa will talk about using AI at scale. And you can look forward to seeing talks from healthcare companies, GSK, AstraZeneca, Merck, Bristol Myers Squibb, Mayo Clinic, McKesson, and Eli Lilly. GTC 2022 is going to be terrific. The GPU revolutionized AI. Now, AI on GPUs is revolutionizing industries and science.
So we're going to stop there because there's another piece that I want to have for a different video around this climate change problem that we have that NVIDIA is going out and tackling with this omniverse replica of Earth. They're making a digital twin of Earth for predicting climate change and forecasting of weather, but we'll save that for another video. So I just wanted to share the opening of all the different industries that NVIDIA is involved in and how they're not just a hardware company. They're a very, very efficient software company that is developing artificial intelligence in all kinds of different manners and facets, and what we'll see in these different videos that I cover, and why I'm extremely bullish on this company. Hopefully that was an exciting video for you to learn more about NVIDIA and their capabilities with artificial intelligence. I was really excited to watch the whole GTC conference keynote and a lot of the breakout sessions. The keynote was an hour and 40 minutes. That's how many different things Jensen had to talk about. And over 10 million people viewed it on YouTube. So there's so much more that I'll be covering. And if you're interested in artificial intelligence, software, and investing in a company and where the future is headed, then you definitely want to look more into NVIDIA. Watch some of the other videos I've done on it. And remember, it's never too late to dominate your investments. And thanks again for tuning in.